Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And us finishing up this one job that we're on right now, that's definitely going to give us a bunch of content for us to be able to add to our Facebook page. We actually got private right now. We're waiting for us to get our logo, but as soon as we get that going, we'll also be able to have all this content. We'll be able to put on our Google business profile as well.
Yeah.
Facebook's coming soon.
It's a lot too. We've actually got some videos about how to get your advertising and marketing out there as well.
Oh yeah.
So,
I know we do have a Google page, or we have a Google address.
Google business profile.
okay,
Well,
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. We talked about that. It's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually it's like one of the second or third businesses that comes up whenever you enter in excavation or grading.
Hell
I
yeah.
Really? Well, man, I will. Mental note. We'll look that up and we'll include a link to that
think. Okay.
in
Yeah.
the video description.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check there, set you up a business profile.
Yeah.
If you're a local contractor.
Yeah. I've had one phone call. They were looking to see who we use to do our surveying, and I had told them I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were wanting their property line surveyed.
Yeah, but for the
Wow.
amount of time invested to get that, and the
Yeah, I
fact that
think
you
it
have
took
the
like
second,
10 minutes.
Yeah.
and even if you get down the line, even if you just get one job from that,
Exactly.
man,
Oh
what
my
a
God.
return on
Oh
investment.
yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Look, I'm gonna add on to that.
Multiple thousands of % return on investment.
You want to put in, Luke, what I think you should do, it has, Google Business Profile has a posts feature. And from what I have read, and I think I see it, if you use that feature, it actually does kind of generate more visibility, because Google likes to show updated content from local businesses, So.
Yeah.
But you can have 5 minutes a day, just throw something up there.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And us finishing up this one job that we're on right now, that's definitely going to give us a bunch of content for us to be able to add to our Facebook page. We actually got private right now. We're waiting for us to get our logo, but as soon as we get that going, we'll also be able to have all this content. We'll be able to put on our Google business profile
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the pictures you post, and I think, at least me as a consumer, or if I was in the construction field and needed to hire someone, I would want to see some portfolio of work they've done.
Absolutely.
Before, during, and after,
Before, during, and after, and the guy that you're working with posts a lot of that type of content.
Yeah, he
and
does.
for me, a lot of that stuff looks very impressive. I don't want to say his name because I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and heck, he may be somebody maybe interested in coming and talk to y'all.
Yeah, he might. I'd be happy to talk with him too.
Yeah.
But for me, that's only a net positive, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, just
For sure.
knowing that contractor has the confidence to put that information out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I got nothing to hide.
You're right.
Instead of doing the work.
Have a job is what it looked like.
Right. And like we talked about, if you can get a couple of reviews up there.
Yeah, reviews are important.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Usually important.
So as a subcontractor, I don't know. I guess it depends on the style of job. I mean, you never know, right? Like I said,
Well, you
one
don't.
job. You get one job from your Google page, and boy, it's worth it already.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're not gonna be the last guy to start this type of business.
Right,
There's gonna
exactly.
be other Google profiles popping up over
Right.
time. It's gonna be essentially your competition. So
Oh, yeah.
what you can do to, cement your.
Yeah, and that's actually something. Another reason why I kind of wanted to grow within Dixon County, just because it just seems like there's a habit of going so far on a job, and I guess a lot of that is insinuated by those are the phases that get you the money, and then once you get to finishing the process, then it's we'll get to you when we can.
Right.
That's one thing that
I don't think I would appreciate that treatment.
no, exactly, and that's one thing that one of the things that I want to promote for TriStar is that we are we are there to do the job from start to finish when we tell you to. When we tell you we're going to do it.
Absolutely.
It's like when you get the haircut, they put that little extra bit on the back at the end. Makes all this little mint. What makes a big difference?
The thought I had is that it's the old story about a man who spent his whole life searching for diamonds all around the world, and after he died, it turns out he had diamonds all in his backyard. And the point of it's like a fable. Point is, there is fortune to be had right in your own backyard. There's a lot of business if you become a dominant player in your local market. Very well.
Yeah. Very, very well.
All right, that's your mic. That's your mic.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what you've been doing with this. It's your mic.
Yeah. I'm cutting myself off.
We've got a lot of lights over here, Jerry.
Oh, man, we high tech, right?
Well, that's one thing about ProfitDig is we don't fuck around. I think I just came up with our new slogan.
That's gonna look real good on our YouTube banner. These guys don't fuck around.
But
I feel like politics should be left out.
yeah,
Like, I don't need to know what a person's where they stand. Or they don't need to know where I
if
stand.
I want to know about it, I'll look into it.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like it benefits you at all. I feel like the risk that someone disagrees with you will cost you more than if whatever your views are, someone hears those views and thinks like, we like the same things. I'm gonna either purchase their service or continue. It's much more likely that someone would hear your view on something and think, well, screw that dude.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And not only just say screw that dude, no, it'd be screw that dude, I'm gonna screw their life up. Like host everything bad that's ever happened with them,
Yeah, if you put this much effort into just being a good person,
Right.
great things would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So, going back to your business, transition.
I like
You like that?
I like
So going back to TriStar Land Solutions, LLC.
Right. That's what our CPA said. He said use that as much as possible.
LLC.
Yeah. So that may be another a piece of advice for somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
What's in that? What we call
Use your company name, including the LLC, as much as possible.
just for like a reputation thing?
I have no idea. That's
Well,
what
it
the
could be
CPA said, and I said okay.
It could be a legal thing too.
Yeah.
Like, because with an LLC, you have certain protections.
Yeah.
Versus
I
maybe.
mean, as far as like saying the name,
Yeah.
blah 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 LLC, I wonder if it's like he's just thinking, it makes you seem more.
Well, that's right. I mean,
I tell
it's
you
not like
what.
Joe Blow doing business as.
I don't know if this is just kind of like a. It was cool for me anyways. I had a guy call me and ask me about a position that I posted on Facebook the other day about needing a laborer, and he called me. He said yeah, I've had a little bit of experience. He said I work for a bunch of smaller companies. He said I'm pretty sure they're not as big of a company as the company that you work for. Talking about TriStar Land Solutions LLC.
Yeah.
But and I said, well, it's funny you say that because I just started in January. I've got 3 guys working for me, and I think a certain degree of professionalism does kind of does a little bit more for you too as well.
Well, there's a challenge there, right? Because you're going from being the doer for so many years to now being the decision maker. And even though you know that you have a certain level of quality and that
Right.
you want to explain to someone, like, you can expect the best from me.
Oh yeah.
It's like the fact that you have this level of professionalism and you have like certain like reviews or
Right.
testimonials. Like, until you get to that point, all you've got is that name and then the one-to-one communication.
Exactly.
Right.
I think it kind of goes along the saying with, dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Right.
And so I kind of think that's kind of the impression that we put out. It was where we want to be at instead of where we actually are.
Yeah.
To give that guy that impression that we was a big company, and that's great for me. That's because that's exactly what I want everybody to think.
Yep.
But you can be a smaller operation and still be very professional.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely.
Size has nothing to do with
Yeah.
level of professionalism. I mean, it's just
Right.
yeah.
It's not the size that matters. Motion
Yeah.
of the ocean,
It's
right?
the motion of the ocean. Yeah.
It's like the one damn time.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, I know. I work for a multinational corporation, international corporation, and our size is probably our biggest challenge. Dealing with, we have 150,000 employees globally,
Yeah.
and it's like, you work for the same company. And you talk with someone in a different part of the world, and they're like, "Oh yeah, such and such works down there. Do you know them?" Like 12,000 employees here. I don't know. Like the odds that I know them are very slim. I was like, and it does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But like even for my immediate group, I mean, we do projects in over 60 countries,
Yeah.
and it's like, the fact that I would know somebody in, Venezuela or Argentina, like, yeah, I know that guy.
Oh yeah, we went to the disco last time.
Like, there are often times where I think, like, man, I know what I want to accomplish. I know what I need to do to accomplish that. And then we have internal policies and red tape and procedures that we have to go through. There's like different colors of money. And so, you can't hire somebody, you only have a certain budget. And I just think, like, man, this is so stupid and so inefficient. It's like, as a large company, like, if they would just say, like, all right, Jeff, here's a budget for you. You manage it how you want. Boy, I could really be profitable.
Yeah.
But because we are part of this huge machine, most of our inefficiency comes from that huge machine.
Oh, yeah.
The only benefit we have is because it's a huge machine. Like when the cruise ship turns, like that, you move a lot of people. But so there. I mean, it's not without advantages.
Yeah.
But boy, it would be nice to be on a small, agile team sometimes to be able to. If I set out a goal in mind, no barriers. Just myself. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. But if you decide you want to leave, the person filling your shoes wouldn't be able to sit in that chair and pick up that process you just left off.
It's true. I mean, there's a turnover issue.
That's the reason, why there has to be all of them.
Yeah.
Like it or not, but.
Well, I'm in a fortunate position where now I'd probably just blackmail the shit out of them.
Now, where are you working again, Jeff?
No, I'm just kidding. It's a great place to work. But I'm dressed for the job that I want.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I've been thinking about it all wrong.
This is what I want to do, yeah.
Yep.
Seemed like it was great.
Do a goodbye.
Chris did an outro and then we kept going.
Yeah. We're gonna do one more intro and outro.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I'll have all this material now.
Well, I can't start an intro with empty beer.
No.
Yeah.
No,